Hello everyone, and welcome to the 2022 Continuing Education Virtual Graduation Ceremony. I'm Sheila LeBlanc, Associate Vice President, Continuing Education at the University of Calgary, and I'm going to be your MC for this event. Today, we celebrate our graduates' achievements and celebrate their futures. Before we get started, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional territories of the people of the Treaty Region 7 in southern Alberta, which includes the Blackfoot Confederacy, comprising of the Siksika, Piikani, the Kainai, and the Tsuut'ina First Nations, and the Stoney Nakoda, including the Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Wesley First Nations. The City of Calgary is also home to the Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3. I'd also like to note that the University of Calgary is situated on land adjacent to where the Bow River meets the Elbow River, and the traditional Blackfoot name of this place is Mohkinstsis, which we now call the City of Calgary. We have some special guests representing the University of Calgary. I'd like to introduce Chancellor Deborah Yedlin.
Hello everyone. My name is Deborah Yedlin, and I'm Chancellor of the University of Calgary. It's incredible to be here today to celebrate this milestone with you, although it would be much more fun if we were in person. This is a special day for all of us. For you, because you're marking an important accomplishment, and for me, because you are the last class I will address as Chancellor before I step down from this remarkable role that I have held as a proud ambassador for the University of Calgary over the last 4 years. As Chancellor, I get to share my passion for higher education and research with the community and advocate for our university's essential role in society. Being the University of Calgary's Chancellor is a role I know my parents, who are both educators, would be immensely proud to see that I've taken on. Graduates, I'm a strong believer in lifelong learning. Only as my working life unfolded did I finally understand all the lessons that my parents had told me, what my studies were going to give me the skills to do. It was all about a transfer of knowledge that could be used across disciplines. My good fortune was that I grew up in an environment where education was highly valued, and it was seen as a means in itself, not simply a means to an end. You are equipped with an education that will hold its own wherever you find yourselves as you embark on your respective journeys, whether you stay in your current field of expertise or use this diploma or certificate to start a new path. You've worked hard, your studies take time away from family and friends, and let me assure you, it's worth it. Studying during a pandemic isn't easy, and that's why you should be proud, very proud of all that you've accomplished, and look ahead to the next challenges. Graduates, part of getting an education is about asking questions and seeking answers and learning through that process. The whys and the hows have no limits in any discipline. To each of you graduating today, regardless of your program of study, those two simple words carry with them the tremendous potential of setting you on a path to better understand an issue or problem and where the solutions might lie. Sometimes finding the sweet spot of where you really want to go takes time. My journey to becoming Chancellor was the proverbial long road that is short, investment banking, journalism, and a few other stops along the way. And many wondered why I would leave the world of journalism, where I was able to write on so many issues and speak truth to power when warranted. I made the choice, like many of you have made a choice. I have an unwavering commitment to the importance of education and where it can take me, and that's what I used it to do. And it also applies to what you've done as well. What you've accomplished today will pay dividends, not just today, but for a very long time to come. And that belief really comes from being a first-generation Canadian whose parents came to Canada and built on the education they attained in Europe prior to World War II. They came to Canada and became educators, shaping the next generation. Their message to my brother and I was simple. No matter what happens in the world, the one thing no one ever can take away from you is your education. It's a gift you must both use and cherish. Education is what gives each of us, no matter where we come from, opportunity. Opportunity to succeed, to grow, to contribute, to leave the world a better place for the benefit of our families and the broader community. Graduates, by committing to a continuing education program and graduating, shows your commitment to self-development and professionalism. In some ways, you're ahead of the curve. There are many out there who are just figuring it out. Because if there's one thing we know today, it's this: nothing is constant. Disruption is happening every day and in every field. To be competitive means to continue to learn so that you can contribute and take advantage of new and exciting opportunities. And the reality is, this process of lifelong learning doesn't end today. You've just added one more link in the chain of your skill set. There will be more, I'm sure. But for now, it's time to use what you've learned and see where that path takes you. To the continuing education graduates of the University of Calgary, enjoy the journey. Apply what you've learned. Don't be afraid to take the long road. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Those are learning experiences too. Congratulations.
I'd like to introduce President and Vice Chancellor Edward Mcauley.
Hello, everyone. I'm delighted to join Associate Vice President Sheila LeBlanc and Provost Terry Balser in welcoming you to this virtual celebration. To distinguished guests, staff, instructors, friends, and family members joining us today, thank you. Your support of our continuing education students has been vital to their success and has helped guide them on their path here today. Graduates, congratulations to all of you on the incredible dedication and your hard work that you've shown. For some of you, this was a continuation of your academic studies. For others, this was a new journey into post-secondary education. But all of you made a commitment to start something new. You committed your time to learn new skills. You committed your energy to acquire new knowledge. And you've chosen to grow your careers, explore new opportunities, and take on creative pursuits. It wasn't easy. You completed your program in addition to a very full plate of work, family, and community commitments, giving back and helping others in all these important spheres of daily life. Your accomplishments are notable at any time, but to achieve such a milestone, as COVID-19 turned our lives upside down, is even more admirable. Graduates, I'm joined by thousands of members of our community in saying that we are so proud of you. We're inspired by the ways that you have applied your commitment to lifelong learning, to expand your abilities, forge meaningful connections, and embrace the unknown. There are many examples of outstanding leadership in this graduating class. One is Shane Mark, who completed a diploma in occupational health and safety this spring. Shane, a welder by trade, has been through challenging times. When the company that employed him closed its doors, Shane found himself without work. He chose to view his change of circumstances as an opportunity to upskill, a chance to change his career path. And thanks to our online offerings, he was able to balance being a student and a stay-at-home dad. Shane was fascinated by the diversity in his classes, and he was excited to have the opportunity to study alongside students from all over the world. He has been hesitant to go back to school, but thanks to the support of his peers and his instructors, he is now a proud graduate. Congratulations, Shane. Another wonderful example is Arlene Casta-Raphael, who completed a certificate in visual design specializing in interior design. Arlene is grateful for the educational opportunity that helped her realize her dreams. A mother of two who left a career behind in the Philippines, she wanted to do something for herself. She decided to take on a new journey that would give her a platform to develop and grow, not just as a mother, but as a professional. Arlene was able to complete her schoolwork on her own terms, and she appreciated the flexibility and balance of in-class and online courses. Arlene can't help but inspire others with her passion. Her advice to anyone in a similar situation is, just go for it. Education can do amazing things. She said her program of study gave her the motivation and confidence to pursue a career she truly loves. Congratulations, Arlene. These experiences are joined by numerous others, and I think there's a common theme that stands out across all of them. It's the recognition that continuing education can open doors and foster resilience at every life stage. This is learning that truly enhances quality of life, not only for individual students, but also for their surrounding community that benefits from the knowledge, mentorship, skills, and creative outputs of our graduates. I want to take a moment here to acknowledge the people who helped make these programs possible, including Sheila LeBlanc and her team. Thank you for your leadership and your dedication to excellence in continuing education and to improving the learning experience for our students. Graduates, as you celebrate today, remember This is not the end of your journey, but just the beginning. Whether you advance your career or start a new one, I have every confidence you will succeed. I know you will carry all the tools and experience you've gained with you as you join our University of Calgary alumni family. And one thing I'm sure you'll never forget from your time here is that it's never too late to start something. To all our graduates in the continuing education class of 2022, we wish you the best. Congratulations.
And Provost Terry Balser.
Greetings. As Provost and Vice President Academic at the University of Calgary, it is my honor to be here to congratulate you. Our students from continuing education represent the university's highest values and commitment to ongoing learning. Our mission with continuing education is to provide high-quality educational opportunities to lifelong learners, thereby strengthening our university and the community. In this way, you, as our graduates, strengthen the economic, cultural, and social fabric of all the communities around us. The University of Calgary has one of the largest and most successful continuing education units in Canada. This past year, we delivered more than 1,300 course sections. More than 70% of these courses were online, and we welcomed more than 30,000 enrollees from over 70 countries. It's really pretty fantastic. In fact, continuing education is an important part of how we here at the University of Calgary engage with a much larger community, offering responsive programming that supports learning and development needs of individuals, communities, organizations, anyone that wants to come and learn with us here at the University of Calgary. We've got opportunities for learning that hopefully suit everyone. It's been our privilege to engage with you in your learning, and I hope that you're proud of your accomplishments. We here are certainly proud of you. So congratulations again. Well done.
Thank you, Chancellor Yedlin, Dr. Mcauley, and Dr. Balser, for those thoughtful words and for being part of our celebration this evening. The mission of the University of Calgary Continuing Education is to provide high-quality educational opportunities to lifelong learners, thereby strengthening our communities and our university. Despite the pandemic, we were able to hold true to that statement these past years. Our students, now graduates, showed incredible perseverance and flexibility in the face of disruption of their daily routines caused by the pandemic. It has also been wonderful to hear some stories from our graduates about how family members played a role in helping them achieve their goal. Graduates, you have committed to advancing your skills, and as a result of your commitment, you are able to reach new levels of excellence in creativity, innovation, and leadership. I also want to acknowledge today we celebrate a significant number of students who have pursued their studies online, but from a distance. We have graduates from 9 Canadian provinces and 1 territory, and from many countries as far as Bahrain, New Zealand, and Vietnam. To date, including this graduating class of 1,005, our total number of certificate graduates has grown to over 17,000 since our first graduating class of 15 in 1966. Yes, we have been in the continuing education space for 57 years. And we were the first to introduce online learning to the University of Calgary in 1999. We have been pioneers since the beginning. This has enabled us to offer equitable access worldwide. I know I speak for everyone in continuing education when I say we are so proud of what you have accomplished, and we sincerely hope that the knowledge and the skills you've gained and the credential you received this year will serve you well in your career and your personal lives. Now, it is time to introduce our graduates. Enjoy this slide presentation of our students who have received certificates this past year. Thank you to everyone who has joined us, and especially to our graduates for their time and effort into continuous learning at the University of Calgary. Congratulations.